Hi, everybody. Dan D. Federicis of Saratoga Report, and I am here with somebody new to Saratoga Report and special here. Meg Kelly, Mayor Kelly, from 2018 to 2021, is here with us today. Mayor Kelly, welcome to Saratoga Report. And how are you doing this wet, dreary day? Even though we could probably use some rain.
Yeah, I'm doing well. It's just, the walks outside with the dog are a little bit cold, but that's the season we're going into, so let's go.
It sure is, and we really had a nice fall. So a lot of
Beautiful.
nice days, above average temperatures. So I guess we're paying the price now. But we're here for a special purpose today, and I'm going to sort of go directly to it, respecting your time as well as the viewers' time here. You are here today. You specifically would like to formally endorse Chuck Marshall for re-election to Commissioner of Public Works. I hope I'm not stealing your thunder by teeing it up that way, but
It's okay.
that is what why you and I were meeting today, right?
Right. I had the opportunity to meet Chuck when I was mayor in in the city, and he applied for a position through our website to be on the planning board. So once somebody does that, we sit down with a panel and we interview the persons that apply. And he just came across as somebody very knowledgeable, very aware of our city and what's going on and how things work. So I decided I was going to appoint him, and he was a terrific member of the planning board and was since after I left promoted to chair of the planning board. So then we run for election. He wins the election. Now he's running again. And he does have, a race in front of him. And I think that he's deserves a second try at this because he is doing such a great job right now. He has done things that we have waited for years in this city. He has created a paving plan so the citizens of Saratoga know when the streets are going to be paved. He's created a leaf pickup, which is amazing because we have waited for that forever. And it just helps people plan. And those are the things that forget about national politics. This is all about local and how we live here in Saratoga Springs. And he has his ear to that wire all the time. And he's very approachable. He has the knowledge and the integrity to run this city's department. That's very large, by the way. It's one of the largest divisions of the city's government. And he always gives the credit to his people in the department. He really works hard at what he does to lead the department, to get initiatives on the docket so everybody can work together to get them done. But as far as his team, he lets his team work. They know how to do the job. They just needed very, very good leadership.
So thank you. That is one comprehensive endorsement. And I should briefly interject. This is sponsored content, of course. And you said it all about Chuck. He's more than just a resume, but starting with his resume, it is stellar. You would almost create that from scratch for the perfect Commissioner of Public Works. His knowledge, his experience, his education as an engineer, then with a master's in public administration. I mean, he's perfect. But then you touched on who he is as a leader, as a manager, of giving credit to his people, not rushing in there to take credit like some politicians often do. I love how you laid that out. Thank you.
Right. Well, the thing about Chuck is he's a worker. He's a worker. He's not a politician by the definition of politician. He wants to go in and he wants to do the best he can do for this city that he loves. And those are the politicians that we need in office. No matter what their political affiliation is, the love of this city, let the department run, and you lead the department. Tell them where they're going to go and what initiatives you're going to do, and then work together with your team. And he's very, very good at that.
Yeah, and when you speak to him, he just speaks the truth. In fact, I think that's the only way he knows how. He wouldn't even spin something. It's just not in his DNA, and he gives it to you straight, whether you want to hear it or not. But those are the kind of leaders we need. He's just so honest and decent about it, and not afraid to give an answer that might upset a voter or two.
Well, that's the way you have to be. You're not going to please everyone. I mean, you have to do the best for this city. And that is what the role is of an elected official. It's not your opinion or my opinion. A lot of times when I was mayor, I didn't agree with things that I had to do because the masses wanted it that way. And that's how the people of Saratoga Springs looked at it. And Chuck has that in his DNA. He knows that he's not going to agree with everything, but he might have to do things that the masses want done. And that's where he becomes a very, very good leader.
Yeah, and he's a, you mentioned that this is not about national politics, and I agree. Chuck is, first of all, he's a Saratogian first, owns a home here, raising his children here, married, and secondly, his politics seem very moderate to me. You ran as a Democrat when you were mayor,
Yeah.
and you're endorsing him. He's a registered Republican, but he's running on the one Saratoga line. Can you talk about the fact that the fact that you're endorsing him and he's on the one Saratoga line, that approach?
Well, I think that the one Saratoga line is a great line because when I ran, we had the Democrat, Republican, and Independence line. We don't have that Independence line anymore. So then one Saratoga came up with this line, city before politics. And I think that that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to think about the city. We're not pegging anybody into a hole. We want to get the best candidates on this line. And they have interviewed probably the most professionals that I've seen in my lifetime living in Saratoga Springs, a group of professionals that is the strongest ever that I've ever seen on a line. So I believe that this group, if they get in, the city's going to be in a very, very good place and going forward in a very good place.
I believe that as well. And you know what? There are, if my math is correct, there are 3 registered Democrats that the one Saratoga endorsed and 3 registered Republicans. That is balanced. That is, and they're all moderate.
There's actually two Democrats, one no party.
That's correct. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
That's
one no party and 2 Republicans. So
okay.
It's a great mix of our city right there on that line. And but I'm going to tell you, they did their work. They interviewed people that were running, and they came up with the best group of people that the city hasn't seen in many, many years.
Yeah. Well, wait, I just realized, I think it is 3. Jess Tracy, Tim Cole, and Sarah Berger are endorsed on that line.
I wasn't including Sarah. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, because it's different office, right?
Yeah. Yes. Joanne Kiernan is a no party.
Yes. Okay. Now I get. But this is great. And one thing about Chuck, all the accomplishments you mentioned, he did that in 10 months. Can you imagine if he has a full term?
I know. And I really believe that he can do great things for the city. But it's only as good as the team that you get in there. I'm going to be honest, I mean, so he's doing a great job right now, but the job that he could do if the one Saratoga line gets in there would be phenomenal. I mean, because they all are professionals. They know how to win. They know how to lose. They know how to, collaborate and communicate. It's an amazing group of individuals. And we're very lucky to have them all running at the same time.
That's true. And one other thing about Chuck, you mentioned this to me earlier. You reminded me of this. He appointed a deputy that was a Democrat. Yes. City over party, city over partisan politics.
Yeah.
And that deputy also has stellar qualifications.
Yes.
An architect and some other project management type jobs.
Right. And I really appreciated picking a deputy that hasn't been on the workforce in DPW, because that's how they always have done it in the past.
Okay.
So I think that it's a fresh start.
Yes.
And getting fresh eyes with both Chuck and Tad Romer in there. So I think it's very, very good choice of a deputy. He's a very smart man.
Thank you for joining us today. I really, we talked earlier. I enjoyed that. I'm enjoying talking to you now. We only, prior to today, we met for about 12 seconds once at some sort of political event. And we may have to talk some more on here. Maybe I'll just pick your brain on different matters and so forth, because I enjoyed it that much. And I think it was that, and mostly I think it was illuminating. I believe the Saratoga Report viewers, the city residents, are going to appreciate this discussion.
Yeah, I think so. I think I'm pretty well known in the city of Saratoga Springs, and I know a lot of people, but I love the city of Saratoga Springs, as does Chuck. I mean, I really feel that, when we talk about how can we make it better? How can we move things forward in a positive manner? And I say, City of Saratoga Springs, vote for Chuck Marshall.
Excellent. Folks, don't forget you can do early voting anywhere in the county. And of course, Election Day is coming up right on Tuesday.
That's
Mayor
right.
Kelly, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Dan. Take care.
And stay dry and keep those dogs moving.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.